Good afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're surviving this pandemic. I am in the car because I'm an essential employee, which is good. I'm employed during this time. I honestly just want to go metal detecting, but we can't do that always. So in this video, I find some cool stuff. I found one really cool thing, just a random find that I enjoy. Watch it. I think I'm probably going to use it as a thumbnail. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But I also review the gear that I use and the gear that I've bought. And the one, I forgot what it's called. It's a digger. I love it. It's in the video. Mainly dig out. I hope you all feeling well. So it's a quick review of the tools that I use. This is like the pre-season, beginning of the season. And it'll probably change. I'll probably change stuff up anyways. You got my shovel. I bought that at the end of last season. I've used it a couple times. I love it. And I always have, this is my digger. I love this digger. And Garrett pinpointer and my Garrett AT Pro. And the new tool is this. I don't know what it's called, but it's Japanese. It looks really aggressive, but it's not. It's a normal digger. I'm trying to pull it out without hurting myself. Just a normal digger, but it looks aggressive. If I find any, weeds, thick weeds, or roots, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Roots, this is what I'm gonna cut it with if the shovel can't handle it. But yeah, that's aggressive. I've gotten a couple looks in my own yard. Like, yep, could be giants. Also, my pants. These are just Dickie pants. They're carpentry pants. They're workman's pants, whatever you want to call them. I like these pants for metal detecting because you have hole or you have pockets. You have, where your hammer goes. You can put that the digger there, and whatever this pocket's for, you can put your pinpointer. So it's all close to me, like within arms or hands reach. I probably later on in the season I'll put on I have a utility belt that I have, but I mean for just simple at home digging, I guess is what you can call it, digging in your backyard or someone else's backyard. I mean, these pants are perfect. Anyway, so this guy, which I think I got for like 24 bucks, is amazing. I'm not even gonna say that company, but it goes in the ground with ease, with it like nothing stops it, but it's clean and it's easygoing and it has this serrated edge. All right, so before we start the actual digging, I gotta tell this story. It's absolutely hysterical. I'm gonna call this the Assault Digger. Probably should be registered. So I'm going to tell the story of the Assault Digger. I wasn't going to tell it, but it's one of those things I have to bring up. So I was digging on my sister-in-law's yard, which is private property, which I have permission to dig on, and I continuously dig on it because I'm allowed to. So I have this new digger, which it looks like a knife. I got it in my, on my belt. But in Maine, that's not a big thing. Any Mainer would stop at me and be like, are you going to dig a rose garden with that? What are you doing with that? That's not going to hurt any. This couple stops and looks at it and says, that's aggressive. And I was like, I'm trying to be the good Samaritan, the good metal detectorist. And I'm trying to show them, this and that. And I'm like, well, it's just a hand digger. It's a trawl, whatever you want to call it, pretty much digging, you use it in the garden. It just looks like a knife, which to me isn't a big thing, but some people from out of state, it's a big deal. Anyway, so I go to my side to show it to them because it's obviously it's obvious that I'm metal detecting. Like, I have my metal detector right there. I have other digging tools there as well. But like, as soon as I go to pull it out, like I barely unsnapped it. They booked it. Like I was gonna stab them or something. I'm like, as they're walking, you must not be from around here. The road that I live on is, I won't say it's downtown Waterville, but it's definitely close to downtown. There's a trail that it leads into that people walk down all the time. So anybody that's on my road knows who I am, knows that I go metal detecting, and it's I mean, to me it's clear what I was doing. So I just thought it was funny. And they, like, as they're walking away, they're like, that's aggressive, like repeatedly. So it's one of those things that stuck in my head and stuck in my mind. I thought it was hysterical. I normally don't, I try to be nice to other people, the public, and it's quarantine, so I'm trying to keep my distance, but trying to keep the good image up. And I guess the knife was too much or the digger was too much for him. Mainly dig out. So first hole of the day, I have no idea what it is. It rang up as, I don't know, 50-ish. So it could be silver, it could be nothing, or it could be a button. As might be a shank right there. It's sturdy though. So I don't know. I'll have to wash it off, but I'll show you what it rang up as. Fuck. Make sure I don't wash it. Drop it. Oh man, that's cool. I first found the tail part of this squirrel. I think it's a squirrel. I'm gonna call it a squirrel. But then I dug a little bit further, and it's a good size hole. And it was down there, so that's, I'd say about 8 inches in. So at least from 1940s, maybe. Could be wrong. But that is awesome. Very cool find. Look at the back. It still has the pin on it. Who knows? Look at that ancient coin. It's from the 80s. Feel ancient. I'm gonna have to clean it off more, but I'm pretty sure it's just metal, melted metal. Who knows? Oh, look at that pretty copper color. Clean it up. I'm gonna guess it's a weedy, maybe. We'll see. Oh man, completely wrong. 1970 something-ish. Oh well, I got all excited. Still a cool penny. This is a penny, I'm gonna guess from the 90s. I have been wrong before. The salt has gotten to it, but it hasn't starting to bubble up yet. But you can see it started to corrode. We're on the side of the road now, but good times. So yeah, I was just going that way, and then I came back. I dug this hole and found, I forgot what I found in it, but just like less than a foot away from that hole, I found this on the second swing back. So I'm gonna clean it off, or try to, and see what it is. I think it's a weedy. So yeah, that was an iron signal, but it wasn't a low iron signal. Normally I dig the low iron signal, but it gave off a decent signal. So and it was close to the ground, or close. It was 2 inches in, less than 2 inches. So I figured I'd find out what it was, and I did. That's pretty cool. A large nail and a piece of a car, toy car. Good times. Yes sir, I got me a quarter from 2002. I just graduated high school. So this is the roundup for the day. A couple of pieces for the scrap pile. Found a piece of a car. Found, I don't know what this is, melted something. A bolt or nut. Electrical, end of the electrical piece connector. Found 4 pennies, none of which are Wheaties. Kind of sad about that. And this quarter. These will probably go into one of my dollars college fund. But the prize possession today is this squirrel. The squirrel. I enjoyed the squirrel. I don't know why I enjoyed the squirrel so much, but there's a lot of detail in it. Washed it out. The pin is still in there. The tail is just broke, but whatever. That is cool. That is a cool find. I found the tail part first. I was like, oh, I wonder what that's from. The whole button or whatever. And then I found the squirrel, and I was like, oh, it's a squirrel. Still awesome.